Oh, I think I got too many. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Laughing Boy here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video on how to use stealth in Mafia 3. Now, early on in the game, well, you're going to have the tutorial on how to use these junction boxes right here. You're going to want to go up, find one, go to it, break into it, and you'll automatically go through the animation of putting in the little magic fuses, whatever they're called, and it wiretaps the entire area, and you'll be able to tell where any enemies are. They'll show up on your map, and you'll be able to see them through the walls. Later on in the game, you're not going to need those, but early on in the game, they're going to be uh, quite useful. And well, if you don't have enough fuses, go to an area where you've already done the wiretap, and you can look at the map and you'll see little dots on the map. Point at them and it'll say T what's it ever, I don't remember what they're called, but it will tell you where the magic fuses are, and you can go and collect those. They're not generally too difficult to find. You can mark them on your map, and when you get close to it, it will tell you exactly where they are, so that won't be an issue. And but you know, missing the guy you're trying to kill can be. just thought I'd say that. Now, I want to point out that even if you don't use the junction box and you don't have that ability unlocked that automatically marks the enemies in the area, any enemy that you see will be marked and they'll show up on your map. You'll also be able to see their movements through the walls. I also want to point out that the way that I opened the door just there, leaning up against the wall next to the door, and then reaching over and working the doorknob, that's the way you should always open the doors, at least in combat situation. And I'll show you a good example of why you do it this way with him. Once, if I didn't know that he was there and I had opened that door standing in front of the door, then he would have seen me right away and he would have started shooting, and then all the stealth is out the window and I would have to shoot my way until I got clear of everybody and hid. And another thing is what I want to go into now is the whistling, which you just seen me use. Which also reminds me of Assassin's Creed, which I think is kind of odd, being that this is a 2K game, and you'd think that it would remind me more of Grand Theft Auto. Almost said Gran Turismo, and that's a completely different animal. I have been doing a little bit of research on GT7 and GT Sport, but that's a completely different video. Now, one thing that you want to bear in mind about the whistling is, well, there's a couple of things. One is you whistle once, you get one person. Another thing is the whistling takes into consideration distance from point A to point B, as I'm about to show you. That guy heard me through the wall and knew exactly where that noise come from. He doesn't know what it is or who it is. Now, I say one whistle, it gets one person. If what I mean is, now watch this. I whistled, the guy above me knows where I am. Now I'm going to watch him and see which direction he's coming down, and then I'm going to go over here and wait. Now, what I mean by one whistle gets one person, if two people are standing there facing each other having a conversation, and you get someplace and you whistle one time, one of them will come. You whistle twice, they're both going to come. Don't do that. Now, another technique that I like to use is well, it's really useful when you have multiple enemies within eyesight of each other, or within eyesight of where you are. For example, if I'm standing there, if I'm behind the wall, and there's a handful of guys standing out there that can see that door, I don't want to call somebody to that door and kill them, because the guys over there will see me kill the dude. So what I want to do is I want to go someplace. In that instance, I would stand there at the door, whistle once, then move away from the door and whistle and wait for the guy to come to the door, and then I'd whistle again to draw him someplace that that handful of guys out there couldn't see. I'll show you that right here. I'm drawing that fella away from where the other ones can see him. And now I'm going to, see, that one can't hear me, so I'm going to go a little closer, and I'm going to whistle for him. And just to be safe, I'm going to go back over here and wait for him to come to the point where I was standing, and whistle again. Now you want to make sure that you don't get them to come out where they can see you before you kill them. Obviously, because you want them to come to you. You want them to come within range so that you can reach out there with your knife and take care of them. Now, if you have your gun in your hand, then when you do that, you're not going to use the knife. You're going to use the gun to choke them or something like that. Now, see, this is kind of an example of what I was just talking about. Now the guy's going to come over here, and if I let him, he's going to walk all the way around to that box, to the other end of the box, and he will be able to see me from there. So I stop him before he gets there. I'm going to change his direction before he gets there. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Now, I hope this has been informative. I hope it's been helpful, and most of all, I hope you enjoyed it. Now, I want to remind you really quickly that liking the video helps me out a great deal. It helps me to get to a larger audience. The more people that like the video, the more people get to see the video. So if you think that's a good thing, and I really hope you do, please remember to hit that little thumbs up button down there. Now, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Laughing Boy out.